Big D, good to see you again.
Good to see you. I mean, we got a relationship, me and you. We got a strong bond right now. What's going on?
I know. Well, the last time I saw you, I tried and failed to get you pizza, didn't I, at Wembley? So I wasn't in your good books, but hopefully you'll forgive me now.
No, I ain't forgiving you just yet. I said it to you. You owe me for the next fight now.
Well, talking about when will the next fight be? Have you got any clue yet?
End of summer, God willing. You know, like I said before, I was meant to be on the show tomorrow. Start of camp, I got a little niggle, a little injury. So I went to go see some specialists, get it sorted. And now I'm just back into the gym now, just taking over.
And what's the sort of plan for the next few fights? Are you going to step it up a bit?
Yeah, just keep stepping it up, you know, climbing the ladder and just chipping away.
We got a fight here at Wembley, Joyce against Hammer. How do you see that going?
Good fight. Like I said to you, Hammer's like a world level gatekeeper. So it's good to keep Joyce active and it's good to keep him taking over. So yeah, I see Joyce stopping him in good fashion.
Do you think Hammer's the sort of opponent that you could be in with? Like you say, he's at a decent level. He'd be a big test, in 3 or 4 fights time, maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I'll be looking at it with a close eye. But yeah, these are the sort of people I'll be looking at as future opponents as I'm progressing through my career, getting to the world level.
And what's the deal with Joyce? You sparred him, haven't you?
Yeah, good fighter, durable fighter, faster than people think. Yeah, I mean he's a world level fighter. I think he's there now already. I mean, the proof is in the pudding with the people he's beat and how he's held himself in certain fights.
But, I mean, Tyson Fury said he's the hardest guy he's ever sparred because he just keeps coming forward.
And he does keep coming forward. That ain't a lie. The man just walks forward all the time. The Juggernaut was a perfect name. Whoever thought it's a genius.
And obviously you sparred Tyson as well. I mean, is there any comparison between the two?
Two different style of fighting, completely. Yeah, like they say, style makes fights. So yeah, just two different styles.
But Joyce wins this. I mean, really, he's like you said, they're sort of a level on their own at the moment with Usyk, Fury, and Joshua, and Joyce is knocking right on that door. Obviously, Usyk Joshua rematch. Once that's settled, things should start to open up a little bit.
Yeah, once that's settled, I mean, we'll be solidified with what's going to happen in future, and then things will open up. Joyce is obviously mandatory in the WBO. That'll be a good fight. Whether he's fighting Usyk or Joshua. So yeah, I mean, look, like you said, man, boxers are at all-time high right now. Can't really go wrong, can you? You got Joyce, you got Joshua, we got Fury, you got Dubois. You guys got me. You're lucky. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, you can't go wrong.
But of all those fights, of all those names, what's the one fight you'd like to see? What would be the cherry on the top? What's the fight you'd really like to see?
I mean, Fury Joshua. I mean, that's a fight everyone wants to see. I think that's a fight that can get Fury pumped and get him out of his, out of his golden chair, to fight again. So, yeah.
I think everyone kind of thinks. I mean, Fury said he's retired. Then he said, well, maybe not. I think the common consensus is that if the winner of AJ against Usyk, that Fury might just be tempted to come out again.
Yeah, I mean, and like you said, if the price is right, he's well off anyways. But if you want to get him out of his bed and get him to up and roll, then you got to pay him right.
And we're just having the stage packed behind us there now as we go on. If you wonder what the noise was, and what about yourself then? When do you think realistically you can be up to that level, knocking on the door?
I'd say the next 24 months. Give me 2 years. I'm still learning the game, and give me 2 years. I'll start knocking on the door for these world level operators. And like I said, man, I'm ready to fight all of these guys now. One thing for sure is when you're in fights and you see me, I'll definitely show my heart. And I'll show people that I'm a real good fighter. Every time I'm fighting behind closed doors and people see me up and close, everyone seems to be surprised. Like, bloody hell, Dave. So just about progression there and then moving into the throws and doing it on the big stage now.
Well, you've helped Fury to 3 world title wins now?
Yeah.
By being in his camp sparring him, and he obviously rates you if he's bringing you back.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've been in his camp numerous amount of times now, and like I said to you, I'm just taking over. I'm just learning the craft. I feel like, like I said to you before, I felt like I was a freshers in uni, and then I felt like I was towards the end of the first year in uni. Now I feel like I'm beginning my second year in uni, so I'm beginning the second phase now.
And beforehand, you were obviously, famously calling out Nathan Gorman all the time. Have you stopped a bit of that now, or are you still?
Yeah, I stopped it now because just didn't mean nothing. It's about me now. See him when I see him. He's on his sort of path. I'm on my path. And if our trajectory meets, then it meets, and if it doesn't, it doesn't.
But yeah, the lights have just gone out on us as well.
Have I gone invisible?
Yeah, you're okay?
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, so no, but I just generally, I mean, basically you're going to get your head down, do your own thing, and see how it progresses from there.
Yeah, literally. I mean, head down, do my own thing. What's written for me can't be changed, you know. And if that means we meet, then we meet. If we don't meet, we don't meet. It's not about him no more. It's about me, you know. Just doing what I do best, and which is fighting.
And you're looking in decent shape, mate. Saying, I know you got a thing for food porn, but you've been resisting the temptation.
I've been resisting the temptation. I ain't had a pizza in about 3 days. No, I ain't had a pizza in a while now, so just getting back into the gym now. You know, I had the break. You know, I was injured and whatnot, and you know when you're injured, the first thing to do is just have the break, sit back, relax. Yeah. So I did a few holidays, and then man, I had some social time, and I was back to the grind.
Okay, and if you are out in a couple of months, I promise this time I'll get you that pizza after the fight.
No, I promise, because I'm gonna come and get it.
I ain't gonna stop you.
Yeah.
Cheers, David.
Thank you.
Thanks, mate. Always a pleasure, mate.
Always
Look
a
after
pleasure,
yourself.